the strangest thing you did as a kid that everyone made fun of until they found out why? For almost my entire childhood, everyone thought I was copying people. If my best friend bought a new bracelet, I'd suddenly want the same one. If a girl in my class started drawing, I'd spend the next week begging my mom for sketchbooks. If someone started saying a new phrase, somehow I'd start saying it too. People called me a copycat. Some laughed. Some got annoyed. Some stopped being friends with me. I never understood why it kept happening. I wasn't trying to steal anyone's personality. It just happened. In elementary school, my teacher asked everyone what they wanted to be when they grew up. One girl said veterinarian. I immediately changed my answer to veterinarian too. The next week, another girl said astronaut. Suddenly, I wanted to be an astronaut. My teacher laughed and said, "You always change your mind depending on who's talking." The class laughed with her. I laughed too. But I remember going home confused because I honestly thought everyone did that. Middle school was worse. My closet looked ridiculous. Half pastel, half goth, half sporty, half preppy. Every time I became friends with someone new, my style changed overnight. People started making jokes that I had no original thoughts. One girl told me I was like a human copy and paste button. I pretended it didn't bother me. Then TikTok exploded. Every trend I tried got me accused of copying someone. New shoes, copycat. New music, copycat. New hairstyle, copycat. It got so bad that I stopped posting online because I knew someone would comment, "You only did this because someone else did." The truth was, maybe they were right. I couldn't even answer simple questions anymore. What's your favorite movie? I didn't know. What's your dream job? No idea. What music do you like? Whatever my friends liked. I felt like everyone else came with a personality already installed while I was still trying to borrow one. One afternoon I came home after another awful day at school. My mom was showing family friends pictures of another girl my age. "Look how confident she is. Look how talented she is. You should be more like her." I forced a smile, but inside something broke. Then I realized that wasn't the first time I'd heard that. Growing up, it was always someone else. Be more like your cousin. Be more like your neighbor. Be more organized like her. Dress like her. Study like her. Talk like her. Smile like her. For years I never heard anyone say, "Just be yourself." I didn't even know who myself was supposed to be. Sophomore year I met Noah. We sat next to each other in chemistry. He noticed little things nobody else did. One week I showed up wearing cowboy boots because another girl in class wore them. The next week I wore oversized hoodies because someone on TikTok looked cool in them. Then I suddenly started reading fantasy books because my lab partner liked them. Instead of laughing, Noah just smiled and asked, "So, what do you actually like?" I opened my mouth to answer. Nothing came out. I genuinely didn't know. A few days later, he dragged me to a small bookstore after school. He picked up a notebook and handed it to me. He said, "For 1 month, don't write what everyone else likes. Write what made you smile today." At first the pages stayed blank. Then I wrote tiny things. The smell of rain, strawberry ice cream, sunsets, old Disney movies, dogs wearing sweaters, late night drives, slow songs, painting clouds. Little by little, the notebook became the first thing that actually felt like mine. After that day, Noah never asked me to change. He never told me what I should like. Every Friday after school, he'd ask, "So, what's one new thing you discovered about yourself this week?" At first, my answers were tiny. I like vanilla ice cream more than chocolate. Sunsets are prettier than sunrises. I actually hate scary movies. See? You're in there. Every answer went into the notebook. Some days we'd wander through Target without buying anything. He'd point at random things. Blue or green, cats or dogs, mountains or beaches, sweet or spicy, books or movies. Whenever I answered, he'd grin. No copying, first answer only. For the first time, someone cared about what I thought, not what everyone else thought. One afternoon, we painted pottery together. I leaned over to copy another girl's flower design. Noah quietly slid my notebook over. On the last page, he'd written, "If everyone painted the same flower, the world would be pretty boring." I laughed and painted tiny clouds instead. Crooked, messy, nothing like anyone else's. It became my favorite thing I'd ever made. Slowly, I started changing. When my friends downloaded the same aesthetic app, I didn't. When everyone bought matching shoes, I kept my old sneakers because I genuinely liked them. For the first time, choosing differently felt peaceful instead of scary. The hardest part wasn't school. It was home. My parents still compared me to everyone. "Look at your cousin's Grace. Look at your neighbor's daughter. Why can't you be more like her?" Every sentence made me want to disappear into someone else's personality again. One night, I called Noah crying. "I think they're right. Maybe I really don't have anything special." After a long silence, he said, "They've spent years telling you who to become, but nobody ever asked who you already are." I cried even harder. The next day, he took me to a hill where people watched the sunset. He handed me the notebook again. Across 2 pages, he'd written, "If nobody could judge you, what would your life look like?" I stared at it for 20 minutes before writing. A small apartment full of plants, a golden retriever, travel, painting murals, a creative job instead of one that impressed everyone else. When I finished, Noah didn't even read it. He closed the notebook and handed it back. "Good, that's yours. Don't let anyone edit it." After that, we tried something new every month. Pottery, hiking, baking, photography, animal shelters, guitar. Some things I hated, some I loved. Every time I found a new piece of myself, Noah wrote the date in the notebook like we were collecting little treasures. By senior year, I wasn't dressing like other people. I wasn't pretending to like music I didn't enjoy. I finally had favorite books, favorite colors, favorite places, favorite dreams. The notebook that once had empty pages was overflowing. Noah handed it back with one final note tucked inside. The girl who thought she had no personality filled 247 pages just by being herself. I hugged him so hard we both cried. Then he quietly asked if I'd go on a real date with him. I laughed. "I'd love to, because I finally know that's what I want."